Hey guys, this is MP. So far we did in the last video, we went here, we selected the combo boxes, selected the city, then calendar, then class, tickets and button. So in the last video I did till this point. So I set up the date. Why I set up this format date, I just wanted to explain why. So let me go to the UI, and if you can go drag your DOM here, you will see the combo box calendar, right? So in the calendar, if you see the date as a string property, which I used in my code, date as a string property, if you see the format it has is this. So you have to give a format like this, unless there is another property which you can use, but so far on the calendar side we have only this property. If you want to use a text editor of the calendar, then you can use like any format which was taking a string format. Okay, likewise let me show you. If you click here, control I, then it will show you the text box edit, and in text box edit is taking this. So instead of when you add this object to the repository and use it and give it a property like this object dot text, then you can give a format like this. I hope you get it. Okay, let's go to the so far I made another code. So as you know that the combo box, let me drag a little bit. So far with the, as you can see, the combo box, the combo box have a property like selected item. So I gave the name. This till this point it was a object. This is our main object, and then dot underscore class. So I rename this object as a class. Then tickets, and then I am clicking on the flight button. So let's see how it works. So it is changing the date, then it is choosing the class, then tickets to, then click on flight button, and here we landed on the data grid view. So now it is interesting how we gonna get the this data from the data grid view. So here I just wanted to explain one thing, the technology. So usually for the Windows it is a MSAA technology, but in this one it is UIA. I think it is a WPF technology. So the technology name is UIA. So for the Windows we were using like WinCell, like this WinCell, to define like our object, but not in this one, because technology wise this is not a Windows technology. It is Windows, but not like exactly we can use WinCell. WinCells are coming from this window controls, and I think these this is a WPF controls. So you can add this a WPF namespace, and if you see here in the UI map designer, let me see, then you will know, oh, not this one, this designer.cs, okay. So if you see this designer, if you go here, so it is WPF control, it automatically added when we add the objects to our object repository, or you can say UI map, then it automatically generates the codes. So this main login window, these are WPF Windows control. Okay, so what we can do here, we will create a variable for our data table. So I just give a dt name, and where we having that, let's close this designer window because we really don't need it, and let's close this one as well. So let's open the UI map. If you can see, data table is existing under main login window. So main login window dot oh sorry guys, so we have to start from UI map dot main login window, then there should be a data table. Okay, data table, and that's it. So this is dt is a stands for data table, and now we have to make the instance. So which means this data table contains the row, and row contains the cells. As you can see, data table contains row and row contains cell. So what we will do, we already added the win rows, what it is name, data row. Okay, so I named it a data row when I added it. Okay, so data row is a rw equals to new data row, and who's the parent, dt, because dt contains it. And now we will say rw dot search properties dot and data row dot property name dot we will say row index equals to, for now just give 1 dot to string because it is only taking strings. Okay, so what it's saying, non-invocable method such property cannot be used like a method. Why is that? Okay, I think maybe we have to see what is the problem in it. Locate in the UI. So this is the data row we have. Then what's the problem here? Okay, I think I know why it is doing that. So basically what happened, this data row is we don't need it. You know why? Because this is a static data row. So when I say static, it is referencing to just for this row, but we need to loop up with the all rows. So this is not gonna useful. So maybe we're gonna delete this one. So we just need a table. Okay, because table is a just entire table. It does not reference to anything like particular. So let's delete this. Let's find how it is okay. So now we can say, let's see, it's a WPF is there any row? WPF row. Okay, so WPF row, we can take it as a rw equals to new WPF row, and then we can say dt dot search properties dot property name dot WPF row. I keep forgetting the syntax, guys. Row index, yeah. Now we gonna give a row index 1 for now. Let's give it in a string if it's need a string. Okay, so now it worked. Okay, so for the safety side we can say draw draw highlight. Oh, this one here I forgot to put DT because this row is a container of the DT. So rw dot draw highlight. So let's run it and see. It should be highlight the first row. Okay, so once it will done, I think we are pretty much good. All right, it's taking too much time. Soon I will install SSD in my laptop to make it faster. I hope then it will run more faster than now. So what happened, guys? Oh, what I did mistake. So our application is here, but it was looking for the calendar and class. I should have disabled this code by now. Okay, let me see. Still running. Okay, I know it gave exception. Anyways, so we can disable this code till now, and then we can run it. Oh, now it should go here. I am doing the stupid mistakes. Okay, let's run it. My videos are getting too lengthy, which is not good. So it's 13 minutes already been. But anyway, guys, to explain a lot of things, it takes time. So let's see how it works. Is it doing anything? What it's saying, row index is not a valid property. Then what is a valid property here? Okay, not a valid search property. Okay, so let's see what is a valid property. If you go here and check it, and this will give you this one, and let's see what is the valid property of the row. Okay, so what can be the reason? Row data table. Oh shit, what a silly mistake I did. See, I put DT instead of row. That's why. Alright guys, today is not a good day for me, so let's see how it will react. Okay, all right, yeah, it is working. Okay, so now let me write the same code for the cell, and then we will get the value. So guys, I made the code for the cell similarly, and then let's put the row as a parent of cell. Okay, so let's run this code and see if it's working. So it should highlight the 153, oh no, 15 12 15, because first row and first column, but the index is starting from 0, so that's why it is get the second row and second column, which is this one. Okay, so got it. So we gonna get the all values. Okay, so let's enable this. So now we're gonna get all the values, so let's loop through it. Which is our loop is this one. So let's make it possible. Let's enable this code, then enable this code, this code, this code, and then this code. Why it is giving an object require a UI? I don't know what they are saying. Okay, so let's see, is there any mistake with it? Surely it is like some, I put extra brackets or something. So this is all the time it happened. So let's remove it or give it 2 brackets. No, it's not working anymore. Okay, let's map it. Okay, so let me correct it. I think it's only a bracket problem, nothing else. So I corrected it, guys. There was a bracket problem. So let me delete this code, or maybe disable this code, because we don't need to make the city. I mean, we are not comparing the city anymore. So let's move this code out of the way, and then we can see here. So now we have a row index, column index, and this is the count one is coming from array. Okay, so it will run through that. Got it. So now we need a 2 loop. So one is for the row index and other one is for the column index. So let's make a loop for the rows and columns. Okay, let's make this together, and then firstly we're gonna say for loop for the rows. Let's give a name RW loop from 0 to count. Okay, so this gonna go inside this one, and then there will be another loop for this. We will say like a column loop or cell loop. So this will also start from 0 and go up to the count. So this will goes here, and what we have to do here, now we need a count. Okay, so what it means, we need a row count. So we can say integer rwcnt equals to dt, which is a data grid view, dot row count, and integer cell count, you can say cell count, or column count, clmcnt equals to dt dot column counts. Okay, now we getting a both. Here I made the mistake. So now row count will go up to here, row count, and column count up to go here, column count. And row count, we this one we can also put here, it's not a problem. And here we can get a value, get the cell value, so which is how to get that, we will say right now the row is 1, right? So this one will change and it will start from, it will go with the row loop, rw loop dot to string, because that was a integer, and this is going for the column count dot to string. Okay, cool. So now we will have a cell value, right? So let's see what is the variable used for the cell. Okay, so let's open up your UI test builder and click here and press Ctrl I, and you will get the, it is a name, the value is a name. Let's check its value. Press Ctrl I, you will get the value of the text, but it's not says AM PM, right? AM is another text. Wow, so it means is it a common cell? Okay, in the cell it is not giving any value. Let's drag it and see what kind of control it is. So it is different, and this PM is different. So for the PM, let's check what is the PM. PM is text type, right? And what is the hierarchy of that? It's a cell. And when you say cell, let's see what is the index number. Column index 1. Okay, guys, let's see. So actually we should have a get a name, so we will see what name it will give us. So go to the Visual Studio again, and here we can say, okay, cell string my cell value equals to cell dot get property, and in the brackets we gonna give a property name, which is a name. Okay, so we don't know the name, so it will be converted into string. So now we have all the values, so we can check by message box dot show my cell value, and because I don't want to run through all the values, so maybe the row index I will just give a 1 for now. I will fix it for 1. Okay, so let's run it and see what we gonna get it. It's running and not showing anything. Oh, why it is failed? Combo box from the oh shit, because it is not at the right place, right? Okay, let's run it now because it's gonna do all the crappy stuff. Anyways, let's see how it will go. So now it will change the city Frankfurt and then set the date, go to the first ticket and then click flight, then comes up to the data table. So now it should give us a pop-up of the values. I hope so. No, it is giving that search failed at row as a many virtualization descendant of row. It is as a parent container may solve the problem. I don't know what is that. Okay, so cell column index 5. Okay, but it didn't pop up anything from here. Okay, selected, everything is good till here. So what it's saying, column index is column count dot co. We have to debug it. Okay guys, after research I figured out like if you see the hierarchy of the data table, there is a text field inside the cell. So it is not a cell itself, there is a text field as well. So what I did, I made a cell instance. So in the cell, sorry, not cell but a text instance. So in the text I put a cell as a parent, same like I am putting it. So as you know that this is a WPF, so the hierarchy is different, so we have to act accordingly. So here I am doing like a string my cell value and my text get property. So I am getting the my text this instance value and then get property name. So if you see the hierarchy here, let me show you again. So the name is 110. Okay, so this is how I'm doing that. So let me disable these ones for now just to see is it working okay. So we're gonna close these loops and here we're gonna just put two and two. Okay, cell index 2 and then there is a row index 2 and then see what will be the value. Okay, so it will pop up this value, which is in the second row, second column I choose. So it is giving 845. Oh, this is the 845. So yeah, it is correct, 845. Okay, so we will have the correct information now. So in the next video we will loop through and get the value and use it to compare with the CSV. So let me make the CSV as well. So in the next episode you will see this all things. Alright guys, till then, bye bye. I'll see you in the next video.